What's good, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Friends Like Mine. Hope everybody's having a great week. Happy Friends Day. I am Natalie.
I'm Helen.
I'm Jalen.
All right, y'all. What's good?
Okay.
It's been an interesting week, right? Happy Valentine's Day to all our listeners.
Happy Love Day.
Hope your Valentine's Day was good. Ours was chill. People won't know this because the episode got lost. There was a whole thing. Jalen was like, I'm booked every 15 minutes on Valentine's Day. So Jalen, how was your
busy.
how was your Valentine's Day, Jalen?
It was cute.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had fun.
You was out with your little yes, as the young kids say.
My little yeah.
I don't know what that means. That's how I know I'm getting old.
It's like a, it's like a yeah.
I see shit on the internet and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? My
Little
little yeah.
yeah.
You know what little yeah is?
It's like your little butang,
My little.
If you don't know, what makes you think I fucking know?
Nah, because anyways. So Jalen was out with her little things, her little yes. It was good.
Yeah, it was cool.
How many
keepers?
I know.
did we get?
I don't know.
How many keepers?
How many keepers?
Jalen started a garden with all the flowers she got.
She has a flower shop.
I'm actually selling roses right now. You can
That's
hit my
crazy.
line.
See me on the corner of
Flowers by
Hartford
Jay.
in front of Presidente Supermarket. Yo, Flowers by Jay.
Flowers by I do that. Be like, flowers by or Ramos by whoever the fuck.
Jalen's like, the
I
only
mean-
bouquets are except the rolled up hundreds and fifties. You seen those?
Those are cute.
Got them teddy bears.
I hate teddy bears.
I
They're
didn't
creepy.
say that you
no,
don't like them.
They scare me. I actually have a fear of
Really?
No, I hate them. They're so scary. I saw
Anybody
this
doesn't like
movie.
Jalen, you know what to get her.
I
We
saw
need
this
to unpack
movie
that.
where the teddy bears came to life and then so that was
Sounds like Chucky.
yeah.
That's
I hated them.
not you breaking the equipment. Yeah, that's interesting. We're gonna have to unpack where your fear of stuffed animals
That's why I
come
hate
from.
going into that playroom.
Oh, Axel did
Probably,
something.
to be honest.
Axel did something when they were little. So
Yo.
yeah, for those of you who listened to last week's episode, Helen and I had plans to go to a really fancy steakhouse. I guess we could say it now because the episode's over. Not that anybody would just show up to look for us because who are we? But we're gonna go to. I think it's pronounced Circe or Circe or Cirque. I don't know. It's CIRCE. I've heard great things about it. Helen was like, when I was talking about Valentine's Day, I was like, what do we want to do? What's the vibe, right? What do you want to eat? And she was like, I want steak, like steak and lobster, steak and seafood. So I was like, cool. In Orlando, I would have known exactly where to go. But whatever, I figured it out. So we made the reservations. First, we got a reservation for Friday night. It was for Valentine's Day evening at 9:15 at night. If I eat dinner at 9:15 at night, I'm cooked. Like that's the end of me, right? And I feel like you're bloated. Yeah, you're bloated. You're just like, even if you want to catch a movie or something after, you're so full. And then on top of that, 9:15 at night, like a nice restaurant on Valentine's Day, you're probably not getting out of there till 11:30. Easy. So we scratched those plans and we ended up going out to Hook and Reel. We did the seafood boil thing and we did lunch, which was cute.
Connor stayed home.
Connor was at school.
Oh, okay.
We took Valentine's Day off, which was Helen and I were saying sometimes we like to either take random days off or we'll do if our anniversary or one of our birthday falls on a regular day, we'll take it off. And even if we're running errands, it's cool because we don't have Connor. It's still time for us to connect. We try to squeeze in a nice lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
Like what?
Valentine's Day.
It was cool. It was good.
Hook and Reel, how was that?
I love Hook and Reel.
I like going to BJ's, that restaurant. Oof, I could tear up a Pizookie anytime.
Pizookie.
But I always go there and I see that place because that's where that
If
is.
you like, yeah, well, you like seafood.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good actually.
Is it the seafood boil type shit?
Yes.
Yeah. And then they have their own special sauce. Can't tell you what's in it, but it was good.
Secret recipe.
Yeah. We had lobster, shrimp. Got to get the sausage in there, the boiled eggs.
Hell yeah.
Natalie felt personally
I was
attacked
judged.
and judged.
Why?
She was like, "Can I get 4 eggs?" And the girl was like, 4 eggs. That's a lot of eggs. And I'm like, bitch, I'm paying
Mind your
for eggs.
business, right?
She's like,
Hello?
she's like, that's a lot of eggs. I never see nobody eat 4 eggs. I'm like, you don't watch seafood boils because that's the best part. Low key, have you had a boiled egg in a seafood
I
boil?
want
No,
to tell
but
her,
I
like,
wanna
it sounds
try
like
one
you
so
still
bad.
have a couple down your throat.
Hey, yo.
Oh, see, that's right. My wife will go hard for me. I don't know. Don't fuck with me.
I'm gonna stand beside her.
I said, I'm gonna rock you in your shit. You talk about my wife. Don't worry about how many eggs she's
4
eating.
eggs.
Yo, the girl was really like flabbergasted.
She's only like 4. The record was only 3.
Well, the thing is, they come in orders of 2, so you pay extra to get eggs. And I was like, I want 4, and I didn't.
Orders.
I ate 2. I ate 2 of the eggs. 3. I ate 3 of them. I knew I probably wasn't gonna eat all 4. But really, if you've ever had a seafood boiled, the egg is the best part because you get the sauce all over it and it's still kind of mushy. It's a different texture. It's just nice and it's filling. Sometimes seafood boils, in my opinion, it depends on where you go. I get full in the moment, but that's just because like the way my stomach works. But it's not a super duper filling meal necessarily because the amount of seafood you actually get out of like a crab leg or
It's like it's not
a lobster tail, the
It's
shrimp, the
so-
sausage, and
crab
potato.
legs piss me off.
Well, it depends because I like our annual tradition that
What
we
do
do
for like Father's Day?
every
It's so
year.
cute,
Because
yeah.
the seafood that
That
your
shit
mom takes us to get,
claps.
those crabs are good.
That shit claps.
Yeah.
That's like my
We have to
favorite
do
part of
that.
The
summer.
crabs are good. The lobster's good. The clams, don't like them.
Helen's got a theory. She doesn't speak. Helen doesn't like to speak in a microphone, so she'll be like, "Over here's how it's the clam," and the microphone levels like
the lid, Patrick, the lid.
so.
It just reminds me of weird stuff.
I was like, I haven't had something like near my mouth in this long.
Hello?
Like I told
Hey, yo.
So wait, so when was it? Thursday? We went to this new Chinese restaurant that one of my sisters recommended.
I won't be mentioning their name because they were asked.
Anywho's, so they had plátano maduro.
At a Chinese spot.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like Chinese.
It was really good, actually.
Spanish
That was the one good
infusion.
thing.
So I asked the guy, right? I'm with Natalie. And so, anyway, I asked the guy, I'm like, are they like soft? Because, and he's like, yeah, they're maduros. And I'm like, I understand that
what
they're
you have for
maduros.
like breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
like
what it is.
plátano maduros.
Okay.
But sometimes if they're not ripe enough and they cook them,
Mm-hmm.
they're hard. So I'm like, because a mí no me gustan duro. And then he looks over at Natalie and me, and then he goes,
I
he
can
just
tell.
smiled. And I was like, this motherfucking fucker. This is why I don't like men. Because everything becomes
He said, girl, we
so-
know. We
you
read
know,
the
exactly.
room.
So there are 2 Chinese spots that I vouch for in Providence that I can
If
say
the
are
menu
good.
isn't like faded out, I don't want it.
Okay, wait.
There's only 2 Chinese spots in Providence that I will say I fucks with.
Mhm.
And that is China Sale on Manton,
Good.
next to the
The one near
7-Eleven.
the show?
It's
Oh.
near 7-Eleven, near the
Where
smoke
Axel used
shop,
to work.
near the 7-Eleven where
Oh, on
Applebee's
the other
works.
side of man.
On
Okay.
Manhattan,
yeah.
Okay.
That spot slaps. That's the only place I've fucked with really on this side of town.
I've never had the Chinese.
I be wanting to take a little bit of a drive. And I've only had it once since we've been back in Rhode Island. But when we lived back on the east side, there's a place called Lucky's on Hope Street. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bomb ass food. If I want like Chinese food, like I'm talking like takeout, Chinese
Mhm.
takeout, there are plenty of great Asian restaurants in Rhode Island. I'm just saying, like that style Chinese food, I'm hitting one of those 2 spots.
Mhm.
That's Eastern time.
Do you feel like New England, like a lot of people talk about New York, do you feel like New England has the best Chinese food?
I've only ever had Chinese food here,
I've
and
had
like that I just said, but I don't think I've ever had it somewhere else.
Chinese food in Florida. It's ass.
Yeah,
Ass.
except for Lynn's Garden. Lynn's Garden.
California, hated it. Hawaii, there were some good places, but it depends on like what you like. But it's more authentic, like as far as like the Chinese. It's not Americanized.
I had Chinese food in Florida, obviously. I had Chinese food in New Orleans. It's all right. Chinese food in New Orleans is different. Chinese food in Florida, just Lynn's Garden was good, and that place we used to like in Kissimmee, Tennessee. We would drive out of the way to go to that spot. I like Rhode Island style Chinese food. I will say I'm a big fan. Like,
That's cute.
I got a really cute one
It's
too.
embroidered.
Is it?
The
Yeah,
cherry
the
looks
cherries
like
are.
it is.
Oh.
That's high quality shit.
Oh, wow.
That was
I didn't
good.
notice that.
So
I love it. I love it
I
when
just
stuff
like
is like
the
embroidered
colors.
like that.
You know what?
Cute.
That'll be cute when it's closer to like early summer. You know, when you can still wear like
Shorts
a
and
crew neck and a short,
Mhm.
or
Hey.
like that's like a post beach day sweater. I love a
Coming
good.
back from Block Island.
Mm-hmm.
Block
Yeah.
Black
Have you guys
Island.
been-
I'm gonna
oh.
be in Santa Maria Island.
In Florida, remember the beach we went to?
Oh yeah.
Jalen was like, I was
Wait,
just
hello?
about to tell y'all, let's go to Block
No, I
Island.
was just gonna say that. I was gonna do it, but
shouldn't.
okay, guess not.
No, I mean we can still
I guess
go.
I'll just go fuck myself.
No. We can still go to Block Island. Stop. The thing is, Block Island's expensive. And I know everybody, like Rhode Islanders, listen to this podcast, obviously, because we're in Rhode Island. I get it. You know what you're getting into when you go to Block Island, and maybe I just sound like a cheap ass, but it's unnecessarily expensive. I don't.
Everything's more than it should be.
Yeah,
Even
like,
for the damn bike.
oh my God. And
I've never.
And nobody
Listen,
settled for me.
I'm fat. I'm going to say it
I've
right
never
now.
ridden a bike there.
For those
We
of
always
you
rent a
who
car.
see,
we
we
either
need
rent,
to.
yeah, we always rent a car. Like we rent a Jeep.
Oh,
or
yeah,
we
that's
rent,
cute.
We try. We always rent a Jeep or like a convertible, but it's
Yeah,
always a car.
Vespa.
No, we tried, bitch. I couldn't drive it.
Natalie rode.
A bike
A
all
bike.
over Block Island. I'm
Oh.
fat. I'm fat.
That's crazy.
I'm a big
I
bitch.
would never. I refuse to ride a bike there. It has to be electric. It
I
has
was
to
out
be
of breath,
electric.
bro. You know how many hills there are on
There's
Block
so
Island?
many.
I'm cooked.
How far did you go? Did you
All
go to the
over the
lighthouse?
fucking
Yes.
island.
You went to the lighthouse on a
Oh, you
bike?
went to the bluffs?
No, you didn't.
I swear. And then climbed
On
down.
the bike.
Yes.
Then climbed down the fucking stairs at the bluffs, and then came back up the stairs and got back on the bike.
You went all the way down.
I was out of breath. I promise
If
you.
if you've never been to Block Island, you
Sorry,
need
we
to.
give no context.
You need to be in at least some sort of shape to make it
we are round.
up those steps. No, and I mean that like everybody dies on the way up to those stairs.
Yeah. No.
Those stairs are insane. There's no reason for them to be that steep.
It's unnecessary.
I get it,
don't-
you know?
You know what? Maybe I
I
don't need
make
to be
it-
down there.
Even I make it down to the first set. I take my pictures and I'm good to go, baby. We're good.
It's Instagrammy.
Yeah, no,
But,
it's
yeah.
annoying.
So I will go to Block Island with the condition that, like, yeah, it's got to be a
Or
car.
we could do Martha's Vineyard too. Have you ever
I've
been to
never
Martha's?
been, and I
We
would
should-
love to go.
Okay,
You've
we
been.
should do it because
You went 1 year with Chili and Matt while I was at work. Dude. I mean, I want to go.
it's cute and you get around on a bus, which I think is so like,
You know what we
You
did?
know- and they have like the Jaws Bridge and everything. It's pretty cool.
Was it this past summer or the summer before?
What?
2 summers ago, we did Newport.
Okay.
And that was cute because we've been to Newport, but I haven't spent a ton of time there. And we had some friends in town. Shout out because I know they listen, Jeff and Kim. They came and we went to the Breakers. We went to tour the Breakers. And I had never done that. So like I thought that was cool to see that side of Rhode Island. Like I love that. And then when my mom came in July with my grandma, we drove around that area and my mom
you
was
didn't grow
like,
up here, right? Like, you grew
Nope,
up in
I'm from Florida. I only know
That
Rhode
makes
Island
sense.
because of Helen.
Because like the Newport Mansions.
We actually went to see one of them, the Breaker.
That's what I was just saying. I literally just said
My bad. I was here. I promise.
She's like,
She's like, we actually
Helen
went
is-
to see one.
Helen is sitting 6 inches from me right now.
Growing up, my like every elementary school would do this thing where like they made it like part of the curriculum where like one of your field trips was going to Newport
That must have
Mansions.
started after.
So like
I gotta get that.
I grew up going to the mansions like every year.
In Florida, we
Yeah.
have a field
never
trip.
But it was so like I have that tour memorized.
My niece actually did it this past week. Shout out to my niece Caressa. You probably
What
don't
is the
listen.
field trip?
They go to St. Augustine
Okay.
every year. Every
Nice.
4th grader goes to St. Augustine. That's like a thing, and I love that because it's a thing you look forward to.
Mhm.
Like it's the big trip. So shout out to Caressa. She just went this week. I hope you had a good time. But yeah, it's a big thing for us. So I'm down to do some summer fun here. I do need to go fishing because we did
I
not go
wanna
fishing last summer.
So bad.
Let's go. We just gotta make a
really
plan.
So bad. I
I
went
know you like
once.
fishing.
But
I
not
went
chartered.
I
Like
went
you want to go?
once, like with you guys actually and your dad.
Yeah.
I forgot where we were, but it was like 4 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, that's how we do it though. You have to.
And it was cool because I caught stuff, you know. I just
Yeah.
haven't been.
One year we went with your dad. You remember it was just the three of us, and we went at like 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, and that day we caught 28 fish between the three of us.
Damn.
We were casting with
That
a
shit
rig
was
that
sick.
had two hooks set up on it, right?
Mhm.
No sooner were we throwing them in that each of us, like, we would cast, catch,
Damn.
catch, 2 at a time.
It's wild.
It was crazy, and then we
Fishing
were
is so
cleaning
cool.
them.
Yeah, mojarras.
Yeah, we did. We came home and fried them up that day. That's when we still lived at
That's so yummy.
we lived on the
That
east
sounds
side when we
yummy.
did that,
I
but
don't
we
want
went
mojarra now.
we went straight to CF, and he had
I'll check them out.
Mari was waiting, set the fryer up. We had the corn. Helen seasoned the cornmeal. We did it with cornmeal. Ooh, that fish was good. A bag of 30 clean and scale mojarras. So anyway, it's just it's been an interesting week. A lot of crazy things have been happening. I just got a Reddit pop up.
What
And it
is
was
it?
like, my husband just disclosed that he's polyamorous. What do I do next? And
What
I'm
does that
like,
mean?
no, like, he wants to be with multiple people. I was listening to a clip from a podcast a few weeks ago, and it sent me down an internet rabbit hole. Have y'all heard of the Is This Your Man Sis Facebook page?
No.
I have.
I've been telling Helen about it because I'm like, what the fuck? So it was a clip about this. They interviewed the chick that came up with this page, and basically
She's
it
like
was
from
like,
Florida too, I think.
I think she used to live here and then went to Florida. The
Mhm.
thing is that, like, okay, so let me give context. There is a page, there's actually multiple pages in Rhode Island that's called Is This Your Man Sis? And it's a Facebook group that you can join. And essentially it's like a community of women all posting pictures of dudes that are either in their DMs and talking to them, or that they've been messing with, or dudes who have played them, or in some situations, which I think is great, like a good safety thing, dudes who are dangerous or like, shady, whatever the case is. It is a network where women can go and post them and they're talking to. It works really well in Rhode Island because Rhode Island is insanely small. Even though she lives in Florida or she's from Florida, I don't know that it would work as well because you can't post in Is This Your Man Sis in Florida. You couldn't even post it in Is This Your Man Sis in a city like Orlando. Orlando's huge. You imagine you do that in Brooklyn, Manhattan? Fuck, Is This Your Man
Rhode Island
Sis?
is so small.
Rhode Island's hella
So
small.
small. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's been with everybody.
That's why, like, but
Gotta find you.
these posts are wild.
Your mom just posted fucking
Oh,
mojarra. And I'm like, that's
Oh,
crazy because we were just talking about that.
Oh, no.
Yes,
So,
yes, there's a picture.
This page geeks me though, because how lost. No, let me rephrase that.
Mhm.
You have to be.
Like-
I'm not trying to insult the people who are on this page by any means. Let me make that clear. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like, at least for me, like, if you have to wonder if the person's doing that, or if you have to actually post this person on the page,
There's there's already no trust.
what is the purpose? I'm not moving forward with that relationship.
Embarrassing.
Would you ever post? Do you think that you could find yourself getting on a page to post a dude?
Hell no. Absolutely not. Because if I'm posting you, I already know you're a thought. You know.
You're a
And
bot.
for me to post somebody on this page and be like, "What do y'all know?" You know, I feel like you already know what you wanna. You already know what you're looking for.
Well, and if you play devil's advocate, I think that there are some women who are like, he seems like a nice guy. He seems genuine. I've seen posts like that where they're like, he seems genuine. I just want to know if before I let myself fall. Now, there are other women who post and they're like, he already hit it raw twice and I got a yeast infection. I need to know what I'm dealing with. You're dealing with a yeast infection.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not a pregnancy. What do you mean?
Right.
What am I
You
dealing
should have
with?
pissed.
That wasn't
Hello?
that wasn't enough for you? That wasn't enough?
Right.
What do you?
But men are nasty.
But also, yes.
Men are so nasty.
Yes.
Men are like so icky. Damn, they kind of do. They kind of do.
You ever seen old episodes of
No, but they kind of do. I was a little confused for a second.
Damn. Helen just showed us. It's on the internet. I mean, if you send me that, I'll post it on the Instagram when I post the episode. Helen showed us a meme, and it's the daughter. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. Is it Darlene?
Roseanne. Yeah, Darlene.
Darlene from Roseanne and Patrick Mahomes next to each other, and it's like I can't. Ever since I realized they look alike, I can't unsee it. And I'm like, yo, I saw that earlier this week, and I died. But back to this page, like, I think it's a great, community resource.
I guess, but like, imagine like you're chatting it up with some dude. It's going well. It's going nice. You think it's going like 1,000%, and then you log on to Facebook and see this man like on there, and just they're like, a girl's like, "What do you know about him? He's in my DMs. He was in my bed, actually."
I think the worst thing would be, there's
You
you
know?
you post your dude, and there's
Hello?
652 comments, and it's all girls being like, he's a creep, he's such a lame, dude's a goofy. Like, he tried to jump in my DMs, he's a give me a hug head ass. Like,
With my hug, yeah.
No, the worst thing is that you still stay with the guy.
or like girls will be defending their man for their life in their comments, because that's what, like,
That happened with that other girl.
yeah, Helen and I will see something like,
He's
I'll
a
show
good
them to her.
man, Savannah.
That's what I'm saying. She'll be like, you're just mad because he hit it and then left you. You're goofy, bro. You're goofy. What do you mean you're just mad because he hit it and left? He cheated on you. That don't matter to you? Like, that's the thing. And I've seen multiple posts like that. Or girls who will be in there and will quickly post the dude on the page and trash him. And then a week later, I saw this happen. A week later, be like, a dude gets posted that's her brother. And she's like, y'all just mad because my brother hit it and quit it. You bitches can't handle it. A week ago.
Oh, but when old dude did it to you, it was a problem?
Right. He's your brother, so it's okay. But a week ago, a dude who's just as crusty as him did it, and it's an issue? Like, come on. So it's crazy, though, because you start to wonder, like, either how bad is the dating pool, or, like, how bad is the situation that things like this have to exist? Because I don't know. Helen and I have been out the game for 13 years.
I also, damn, this might have to get cut out, but or maybe not. I don't know. Who cares? I feel like it's also the same, like, demographic
Mm-hmm.
of, like, the same.
Sure.
It's a certain genre of people.
genre is crazy.
It's a certain genre of people.
I feel what you're
who are,
saying,
like,
though.
I
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. So they're trying to act, like, it's the same kind of people.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like, not for nothing, but you will never find an educated person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Sure. Or like, no, let me not say that. I've seen people on there that you can tell they're definitely dudes with money or dudes who are educated. I hate to say it, but I feel like the stereotype is like realtors or dudes who work in finance.
Finance bros are
Finance bros are the worst. But it's people who they get around. Like, I think to some degree, I'm not judging, because I got on the page because I was curious. I get on the page because I was curious, and I'm like, that shit makes 100% sense to me, because you're curious to know what your man's up to. You want to understand, like, but at that point, just leave, sis.
If there's no trust from the beginning, why, why am I going to stay? If I felt so down bad to have to post you, but I wouldn't do that,
I don't know. I think it says more about me than them.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
And also, like, el que busca encuentra,
Exactly.
You're always
Like,
going to find something.
I mean, not only that, but like you said, if you have to, like, start there, then there's no trust. And if there's no trust, then what's the point? Because that's something that it's always going to be in the back of your mind.
Mhm.
And there's truthfully no point of you having a relationship with someone who you can't even trust them to go to the freaking bathroom, because they're going to be
Who are they going to be
DMing
texting?
somebody.
Who are they going to be DMing? What are they sending in that bathroom? Like, it's always something that's going to be lingering. So why am I still here?
Yeah. No. I couldn't, honestly.
That's a crazy internet rabbit hole to go down, because again, you just don't know, right? Like, you think you're trusting this person, you think you're booed up, and then
it's different if, like, they're not in a relationship. Like, if they're not looking for a relationship, if they're not in a relationship, it's different, because from the beginning you're establishing, hey, like, this really is just what it is.
Yeah.
But if you're having a relationship with X person, and then you're hitting up YZ, like, hello? Why are you with this one? I don't know.
yeah, no, that makes sense to
Men
me.
are icky.
When you said the, like, hey, if we're established in the beginning, it reminded me of something else I saw, another internet rabbit hole. because I feel like I don't date in today's world, right? Thankfully. I say that a lot, but I really do mean it. Like, thankfully, because I've heard it's trash out here. But an internet rabbit hole that I like to go travel through on Reddit is Nice Girls, the subreddit Nice Girls. Because they have one for nice guys and nice girls, but I think like women are more savage than we give them credit for. And listen, sis, apply pressure all the time, but also, and there's a nice guy subreddit, and I've been on that one too, and it's just as bad. It's terrible.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
it's about
nice
girls who are
guys
like,
always
oh, I'm a
finish
nice,
last.
yup. Okay, I'll give you an
Don't
example.
piss me off. Nice guys are the worst, actually. They're the worst of the worst. Because they just want attention. Nobody ever wants you guys. Yes. Exactly that.
Okay, so Nice Girls is a Reddit about girls who are like, they'll try and gaslight guys into believing that guys are like the bad guy or they've done something wrong, which I must sound like a woman hater. Obviously, I'm not, but I'm just saying, like, this guy also posted like a girl's bio or like story from like a dating app. I'm assuming it says, tell your date to order you a surprise drink. It's a great competence test. My last guy first picked an old fashioned, literally a man's drink, really gross, and I had to ask the bartender to add some soda to make it better. He was so nervous the second time because he wanted to pick a good one. He ordered an espresso martini on a Wednesday night at 11 p.m. He didn't even mention caffeine as he explained himself. I didn't have the heart to tell him. He failed miserably.
Hello?
You told him to pick a drink.
Right. Like, how is that my fault?
How is that his fault?
It's not. You
This
told him
is
to choose.
so. This is what Nice Girls is like. Chicks being dicks.
The gaslighter.
Some like weird like dating shit. So this girl, I love you. I'm sorry for overthinking. I love you too, and thank you. So I should feel sorry for overthinking? No, but I appreciate you for apologizing. Okay, well maybe phrase that better next time. I don't know. The way Jalen took a deep breath, like no, because I actually punch you. So that's Nice Girls. Now to even
Nice guys piss me off.
for karma, because you have to have karma, right?
Just
Look, a dude, Chad and Tyrone's in today's age will always prevail the common man. Not so much. Thank you, feminism. And a dude posted a meme, how to lose a woman, just be a good man. They hate that shit. Fuck out of my face. So, guy, a girl, 10 seconds. Better, you're most definitely cute. I think you're attractive. If you lost weight, you'd be super attractive. I think that could be said about me too, though. I'm brutally honest, by the way, so I hope I don't offend you. Wow, at least just show that you're a piece of shit early on.
Right. That was fucked up. There was no need for her to say that.
No, he said that this is Nice Guys. Now we're on Nice Guys.
Her?
Yeah, I moved into Nice Guys because karma. You have to balance karma out, right?
That's actually insane. Men. Oh my god, men are so fucking easy.
Look at this. Gold star for not raping a girl I care a lot for, who can't even get the respect of being called a woman. And if he didn't care for her as much, would rape have been an option? The girl I care a lot for showed up at my place last night drunk. The girl I care a lot for showed up at my place last night drunk after a fight with her fiance, and I slept on the couch. I don't regret it. I just want the best for her. Do you want us to applaud for you?
That's what you, as a friend, you should do.
That's the fuck you're supposed to do. It shouldn't be like, oh, she came over. I resisted the urge to forcibly fuck her. You ever dealt with a nice guy in nature? Ron has a lot more dating experiences than I do.
I never dated anybody.
Okay, that's true. Look at this. Another guy. This is the difference between the Nice Girls Reddit and the Nice Guys Reddit is the Nice Girls Reddit is really instances of women being like unhinged or mean. I feel like nice guys are always just complaining about shit. Like it's that pick me mentality. Oh, nobody likes me. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, good, I know.
Nobody wants me.
I know.
Nobody
Jayla
wants me.
has one of them.
Middle school was an interesting time.
Nobody
actually.
likes. I get it because you don't think I'm
it's always
cute.
that.
You don't think I'm cute.
It's like, bitch, if I didn't think you were cute, why am I talking to you?
So,
You know
girl.
what I'm saying?
Wait, I hear that sometimes. You don't love me.
Nah, well, that's just me.
Damn,
That's me being toxic.
Nice girl.
As
Question mark?
Connor says, toxico.
Question mark?
This guy posted, never be nice to a woman who isn't your girl. Girls are turned off by guys who are nice to all girls. Who said that? Don't be
said that.
creepy. Don't be fucking creepy, bro. Don't be fucking
Yeah, I
creepy.
agree.
Nice at the problem
You
is
can talk to a girl and not be weird.
men don't understand the difference. And I don't even date men, but I see it. Men don't understand
no
the difference
social
between
cues.
nice and creepy.
Just be
No-
nice and creepy.
Not all
I
men.
know.
Let me say hashtag not all men. Not all men. But what I'm saying
like-
is the men that are out here complaining, the men who are out here saying like it is this or it's that, those are the men that basically sit here and say like they don't understand. They don't know the difference between nice and between creepy. And it's not the same. You
It's
could
like,
be nice
damn,
and
I walked her to her. I followed her to her house so she would be safe. And now
she didn't
thinks I'm
appreciate
weird.
it. Yeah, you are fucking weird. Get the fuck off my
You know
lawn.
what I'm saying? But that's how
I'm
they
gonna
think of it.
shove
And
a
they're like,
garden
damn,
gnome up
I
your
did
ass.
The Lord's work. You know?
They want an award.
I broke into her house and I watched her sleep, and now she thinks I'm a creep.
Now I'm
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to make sure she was safe.
Yeah.
Like what, brother?
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Brother,
This nice guys is really just a collection of dudes feeling sorry for themselves and for themselves and hoping that other people
I want a girl
like.
to hop on that page and be like, "Damn, I want him." You know?
Yep. Like, look at this. I find it hilarious that these are memes. I find it hilarious that nice guys immediately trash a woman when they get rejected. Like you didn't just try to pursue them for a relationship, laughing my ass off. And then somebody posted, says someone who's probably never been rejected. Brother, no. Says somebody who's logical and reasonable. What do you mean? What do you mean?
But
Like,
that's like the reaction to rejection is always like, you know, like aggression.
and it brings up a good point because I'm a big fan of true crime.
I was just gonna say that because I was like, a lot of the times the girls who are rejecting them and they get pissed, their reaction is to like beat the shit out of them or murder them.
Yes, I'm a big fan of true crime, and I mean that in the most respectful way possible. But like, true crime has a fan base, like people who are. When I say I'm a big fan, I mean like I'm curious to listen to the cases to see if you never know. What if you're the next sleuth? There's some interesting cases out there. When you look at the evidence, you might find different things. And in the age of TikTok, you hear about shit you never heard about before. But what I find is that men sometimes forget that they don't have the same, and I'm not saying all the time because obviously nice girls exist, but men don't have to have the same concern most of the time. Like women, if they reject a man, sometimes like let's say dudes like following them, or you're on the train, like now you're afraid to get off at your stop, or you're at the bus, or you're walking
You don't know
home.
where I live.
Because
Or, you know,
how do I know that even after I told you no and respectfully that you're not going to shove your way into my apartment when I'm trying to open the door and kill me and, force yourself on me, sexually assault me? And obviously not me specifically, but I'm just saying in the age of really understanding and being able to disseminate criminal information, it brings back that argument of that page, like that is this your man's page, could be a saving grace because it's a way to broadcast to women other people's experiences.
this person specifically.
Don't do this because this person is dangerous. Don't be around this person because this person is not safe to interact with. This person has beat me. This person has followed me. Whatever the case, this person has diseases they're not
Because men are
disclosing.
weak.
Okay, but with that in mind, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because they're out there on that page that women are going to listen. Because there's some
Ooh.
women, I'm sorry,
Stirring the pot.
but they will go out and be, I
It's
can change
always
them, or they're not like that with me.
Or that he's
It's
too
only
cute.
a matter of
I don't
time.
give a fuck. He's fine, right? It's the looks thing. He's fine. He's so good looking. It don't matter, or I'm willing to risk a little danger. Like women and men alike will joke around and be like, I like him a little toxic till that shit's got you in a situation. It's scary, right? And it's scary because sometimes it's hard because I know that some shit we're saying might get, cancel culture. But I'm just saying, like, we're in an era too now where it's scary how quickly things go from good to bad and how scary and how quickly things turn. Look at, you could be with somebody a while and then all of a sudden, snap. Cases all the time. There's been so many cases over the years where you're just like, what the hell is going on? And it makes you wonder, did this person ever see it coming? Did this person, and there are cases where it's clear as day. It's cases where it's clear as day, but a recent one that comes to mind where I think that I look at that case and I'm like, she knew and she was worried. And unfortunately, I think the world just failed her or like circumstances failed her. Gabby Petito. You remember that case? Jalen's going to look it up.
Yeah.
It was like 2-3 summers ago. Oh man, it had to be like Not even
Oh
Summer.
yes, I do remember her. They were riding the thing.
The
They
little
were doing,
camper.
like,
They had the
yeah,
YouTube page.
Yeah.
When
And
now
he tried to play that shit off.
he did, and then all of a sudden, in their whole relationship, like not their whole relationship, but like
She was a vlogger.
she was a
like, on
vlogger. They
YouTube.
were making videos. Everything's cool, and then you get like body cam footage, and the officers are like, "Hey, let's take a breather," or whatever the case is. Like so many instances where you're like, if only this one thing had gone differently, would that have changed anything? And it's scary to think about. I wonder, sometimes you wonder, like, what if you're interacting with somebody who has the potential to be that way and you don't even realize it? I'm sure that she didn't enter into that relationship and go, "This is how I die."
Right.
It's scary.
Like, I'm hopping on this road trip with the love
My
of my
man.
life,
My man.
and he's the only one coming back home.
And they've been, my understanding, and
You know?
I'm misinformed on the case. I probably knew more back when it first popped, but my understanding is that up until the road trip, like that's when all the problems started. So you wonder, like, what is the trigger?
Like,
What set somebody
caused you to
off?
Do that, yeah.
Right. And not,
Like, what pissed you off so bad that, like, that was the only way?
and let me be clear, we're not victim blaming. When we say like what was it or what happened, it's not to say like, oh,
No,
it's
he's the
somebody's
problem.
fault. He's the problem. I just want to know, like, psychologically what happens. I am incapable of killing somebody. A switch would have to be flipped in my brain for me to have to kill somebody, murder someone. I'm not talking like I'm not talking in self-defense, because you will act to preserve your own self-interest. I'm talking about when you murder
like, just going out of
somebody.
your way to do it. Like, I
Murder.
would just go do that for fun, you know?
Yeah. What does it take? Like, what happened on that trip? What happens? Where does A become B? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think happens? Or do you think there's a moment where somebody just, do you think it's like underlying shit? Like, has this person always been crazy?
Oh, absolutely. They've
I
always
mean,
been mental. And
I really, truthfully, can't talk because I'm a different type of person.
I mean, I get it. And one time Helen was in some danger. I don't want to get too into it, but somebody was definitely threatening to tap
Hello?
in to fight her. And I remember Helen called me crying. She's like, "I'm too pretty to fight." And I was like, "Real, baby. I get it." I mean,
The bitch had nothing to lose. She had everything.
she had nothing to lose.
but imagine.
Although I could have won because if I punched her in her lower,
Not for nothing, but like, let's read the room real quick.
It makes me wonder. You also think about that case. We were talking about this kind of in preparation for the episode of the girl in Massachusetts who pushed her boyfriend to
Miss
commit
Carter.
suicide. Yeah, there's two shows about it. It's a girl from Plainville and I Love You Now Die.
Watched.
I'm a big fan because that's like the fictionalized version, right? So I'm a big fan of a documentary, and HBO Max is good for giving you a good documentary. So I watched the documentary, and that's like the other side of the coin, right? Because we talk about men snapping on women, but we can also talk like,
Women do
what drives you to do that? Because I'm sure that somewhere in her mind, and what do I know about her psyche, but I'm sure that somewhere in her mind,
She was
her
not
thought
well.
process was, but not even not well. I think her thought process was, oh, I'm not actually killing him, so I hold no responsibility. He killed himself. It makes you wonder, like, what did he do to her? Would she have killed him
And he
at some
was so,
point?
like,
He was
he
down
was
bad.
so good.
But what
He
would have?
just needed a friend.
What would have? Do you think that she would have killed him eventually? Like, do you think that it was a thing about like, I'm a killer
I think she was trying to get her like foot in the door, maybe.
to kill?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You obviously have to be not right in the head. That first of all, not even like for it to be anybody, but that was your boyfriend. That was like my man, and I'm gonna tell my man to go like, you know,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
But you know, like, how fucked up you have to be to text your boyfriend and be like, hey.
Right. And carry through and not tell anybody. She spent a long time pretending everything was fine. Nobody knew anything was up for a while. That's the other thing. This case took off. And again, y'all, correct me on Instagram or wherever you can email at friends like mine pod@gmail.com if you want to tell me I'm wrong or to shut the fuck up. But I think that they didn't figure out that she was involved until months later. I think that his phone made its way back to the family and it took them a while to get it online.
I thought the police.
Let me. What is her name?
Michelle Carter.
I knew it was Michelle Carter, but I was like, that's got to be a fake name. Like the way that my mind knew to recall it, but we know her with Death of Conrad Way. All right.
And they like realized they had a warrant out for her phone. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
They had a warrant for her phone or something, and they checked her phone, and they saw, I think, that the messages on her phone did not match up with messages on his phone.
So that's the thing is, she wasn't indicted until February. He killed himself in July.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that movie now.
Yeah, heard about it, but
Yeah. She was released a while ago. You thought she was released recently.
Like 2018, I think.
2020.
Oh, 2020, yeah.
She yeah.
so she never did any jail time.
Yeah, she
did.
did.
But
She was
she's
released in
she's
2020.
on probation in 2020.
Okay.
She's living here, I think.
She served 11 months and 12 days of her 15-month sentence. So, and again, 15 months sounds light to me. But
She essentially didn't actually do it.
if it were somebody you knew, would you feel that way? That's the thing that bothers me about cases like this, because where does your criminality lie? Aren't you just as guilty as the person who kills their spouse or partner?
Absolutely.
Why are the consequences any less?
Because you didn't
Isn't it
physically
like
do it.
right? But isn't it like involuntary? Like,
But right, so at that point, Helen said because you didn't physically do it. So at that point, it's almost like saying it's okay.
I'm not
saying you're saying that.
like I'm not saying that it's okay, and I think 15 months. That's
it's not enough.
it's not enough time, but at the same time, it's. I mean, what drove him to get to that point?
Yeah, he was 19.
Where
He was
was
a
his
baby.
family? And I'm not putting any blame on the family, obviously, because I don't believe in that. What I'm trying to find is, a support system.
The thing is, he told his parents everything was fine.
Well, I mean,
And the day he was gonna do it, he was texting her like a minute before he did it too, I think.
No, so that's why. So essentially, he died at the age of 18. He died just before his 19th birthday. The case was crazy because she had been basically encouraging him, like, do it, do it, do it. And I think that the nail in the coffin in that case, and the really unique thing about it, is that at one point he got out of the truck because he was scared, because he killed himself with carbon monoxide. Yeah, she's go back in. I don't know, because again, parents don't know what's going on. Your kids will only tell you so much. I guess and we're not blaming them by any stretch of the imagination. There's so many factors and layers that go into this shit you just don't even understand. Like, what do I say to somebody? You know what else I wonder? This is sort of a side note, but not really. It's also, can you imagine what it's like to have conversations with somebody? What kind of conversations are you having with someone when they're the one accused and you got to bring them home? That's your daughter. What does that conversation look like?
I'm bringing them home, like home.
Yeah, she's home and she's awaiting trial. What does that conversation look like?
You different.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care if you're my kid. I'm looking at
but
you,
her
bitch,
parents
go to jail.
I feel like a lot of people were supportive of her, and they're like, "Oh, well, it wasn't like that. Like, how can they do that? How can they accuse her of that? What do you mean?
What do you mean get back in? You knew the context.
I'm looking at you different, and I'm also wondering, am I safe around you? Because again, you've done everything but you did everything but do the killing. You did everything up and until the actual act of killing him. What kind of person does that?
Yeah. I mean, if she did all that, then I think that she deserved more than that, 15 months. Because at that point, if you are...
She didn't even do the 15. She did 11.
Yeah, no. But I mean, it's the same thing, like you taking the gun and doing it for them. Because if he got out of the car because he changed his mind, you should have left it at that.
Because if she would have persuaded him to not do it,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
obviously she had a big influence on it.
Yeah. It's scary. I feel like dating in today's world is fucked up and weird and creepy. I look at these cases And I think to myself, damn, I don't know how anybody bravely goes out into this world and does that, like meeting people. It was funny because I was either reading comments on like a TikTok page about a first date or something, and the girl was like, first red flag, he offered to pick me up at my house. And I was like, in my antiquated way of thinking, I was like, why is that a red flag? I don't understand. And then people in the comments were like, for those of you wondering, because I guess there were more millennials in the room like me, like, why is that a red flag? They're like, it's not, you don't know who
I'm meeting up with. Yeah.
Correct.
Like, you need a way out in case something happens.
Yeah.
In case you butt crack or something.
Jalen got icks. We learned last week that Jalen had gotten the ick on a date. Nobody can make it now. Jalen went on a date,
so funny.
And dude was bent over shooting pool, and she saw his butt crack, and that was enough to give her the ick. The date was over. The date was over. Do you think that, would you end the date for a butt crack?
And a date for a butt crack?
Like, you see some butt crack, would that give you the ick?
Yes and no.
Does it depend on who it is?
I mean, yeah.
I think that's like interesting because I guess that's the thing you have to think about. Like I'll meet you at the spot. How long before I feel safe enough to bring you to my house? How do I know that you're not just playing it nice till you get to my house? Is it 3 dates? Is it 4 dates? Is it 5 dates? Is it 6? Where is the line? There's no loyalty. If you're dating, you got to worry that somebody's going to harm you or kill you or stalk you or become obsessed with you, or they're going to ghost you or cheat on you or sneak around. You have to worry that if you're married to somebody, you might be sleeping with the enemy. So, what's safe anymore?
Right. You always have to, like,
You got to, if you're dating a dude, you want to post him on the Facebook pages, which I get because now it's, can I trust him? Has anybody had dealings with him? Does the community know him?
Talking about Jalen earlier, if you have to go out of your way to create that trust because you don't trust him from the very beginning, then why stay?
But is it because you don't trust him from the very beginning because they've given you reasons not to trust, or is it because you're jaded because those are the everyday experiences you have in the dating community? Because again, some of these posts are, this is a low down dirty dog. I've been with him for 2 months and I just know something's not right. And then there is occasionally the post of, hey, do any of y'all have experience with this guy? He seems really nice. He's saying all the right things. I just want to make sure. Right?
Maybe it's too good to be true.
Disclaimer, or hey, I'm dating this guy, but I'm not sure. And yes, to your point, is it too good to be true? And then there are instances where like you date, you trust, you marry that person, and now you're just living your life and not knowing that the whole time they're plotting on your demise.
Or like, what am I gonna say that's gonna piss them off?
Right? Or we have a fight and I don't know that you've absolutely broken, that some part of you has become broken. And that's a whole other conversation because like what's happening that I don't know, or how disconnected are we that I don't know that you're suffering this deep mental schism, that I can't tell that you've gone to some dark place, right? And that's why I think that American Family documentary is so interesting to watch because she's making observations along the way, but none of them are, I think he's going to kill me. I think most of the observations are things like, he seems distant, he's pulling away, maybe he wasn't sure about having another baby. But it's that thing of like, fuck, how do you go about life building with somebody when you got to worry about whether they're going to kill you in your sleep, cheat on you, beat you, and that sucks. Is that where we're at as a society? And people say, oh, you got to build your relationship based on faith. Oh, you have to build your relationship based on this, on trust, on common issues. If you follow God. Yes. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. I'm not saying no. Please don't take it for that. But what I'm saying is even the most faithful of the Lord's servants fuck up.
Churchmen cheat and then be like, the devil made me do it.
Yeah.
Now we're working on
I'm going through a season of difficulty. Look at Carl Lentz from Hillsong.
Oh, yeah.
Helen and I, you watched that documentary. Even the most faithful of people will cheat. But then it also begs the question, like, if you're doing that, just leave. Just go.
Absolutely.
Just go. There's no point in harming the other person. They can live their life. They will get over it eventually. Even if you take a financial loss or whatever loss, even if you look bad to your people, like you are going to look bad, right?
Like
Yeah, and yes. And what would you think if you get up on one of these pages and somebody posts me?
Is this your girl? Sis?
What's T? I want to know what T is. Like this one of these. Is
This
this your
girl
girl?
has been hitting me up. We've been going on
She's
some
been in my
dates.
DMs. We've been out a few times. I want to know
She
what
took
her
me out to
story.
dinner.
What do you?
Now?
Yeah, no.
Like if somebody was
Today
talking
you
about
log
Natalie-
into Facebook and I'm posted on one of these pages and you're like, it's like, yo.
I mean, I'll ask you, like, is this real?
But what's
You know
going
what's
on
crazy?
after?
There's been a few times where the person
I
has
post you.
the person has posted a picture and millions of people are in the comments like, nah, he loves his girl. He's so in love. His girl's a baddie. This is bullshit. Y'all are just trying to, and it's been proven that it's just somebody who finds a dude
Just
they
trying
think
to-
is cute and is just trying to shake the shit up or is wishing because they'll be
People
like, provide
wishing on Your
proof.
downfall.
Provide proof.
Right.
If it's real, show me screenshots. And you can't show me a single DM. You can't show me call logs, nothing.
Right.
That's different. But, and yes, people do be wishing on your downfall.
time.
Heavy. But what do you think you do? Yeah, you get on there. It's me. They got screenshots, whatever. I'm asking
Like
questions.
it's real. Like there's screenshots
Like-
of Natalie sliding up on that
I
story,
mean,
being
I'll
like,
ask
"Hey, girl,
And be like,
are you from Tennessee?
is this you?
'Cause you're the only
And
tennis.
then, you know,
Wait, you just be like, what the fuck?
Are you leaving her?
she should look like.
Like she took this girl out to dinner.
But the
Helen.
thing is, I don't feel like I could cheat because,
She was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go."
first of all, I don't want to.
How you getting out of the house? How you getting out the
I would
house?
just leave.
Yeah, like,
Oh, fuck your world, that's dumb.
ow. Oh my
I'll
God.
find a way.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
But would you really? Because we share a son together. So
I still
remember,
don't
you
know,
got to deal with
girl.
me the rest of your life. Couldn't I? First of all, I wouldn't. But again, I couldn't.
You hop on Facebook, you see Helen. This girl has been in my DMs.
Yo.
I met her
You know-
sisters.
You know they lie.
Don't say I met her
You know
sister.
they lie.
I met her
Without
sisters.
I met the sisters.
No, somebody, a
They
dude.
love me.
You heard Jayla said I met not if yo.
I met Jalen.
No, I know all three of y'all listen to the show, and we've talked about this. This has been a hypothetical.
Oh yeah.
You know your siblings cheating. Do you say something? And you know, all three of them told me they're like, I ain't saying shit. And I'm like, that's wild
Mhm.
because I thought we were people, but I get it. Like you're loyal, and even
Look first.
brothers, Danny and Manuel were like, I ain't saying shit. And Jalen was like, sorry. Even Jalen took took
Alright.
the sides. And even Jalen was like, if I know Helen's cheating, I'm not telling you because I see Helen all
I
the
still
time.
gotta see Helen.
Right.
We're like, Helen, that's crazy. I'm a blind mice.
Helen's
All
gonna be
of a
like,
sudden,
just be like, Helen, I don't know where you were Saturday. I didn't see you nowhere.
we were literally having dinner. You and
Yeah, you and
I. We
I.
went to the movies
That's
too.
crazy.
Remember?
Helen calls you. Remember, Jalen, the time we went
Yeah,
to dinner?
I do remember.
Jalen would lie with no hesitation.
Absolutely.
Jalen's that friend.
Wasn't I with you last night? Yeah, you were. We went to dinner.
Oh, remember we split the half price apps at Applebee's?
Right.
Get that bazooki.
We
The
went and got a
Pizookie,
Pizookie.
for real.
It was so
I love
good. Yeah, me too. I wanted Chinese food from the second we talked
Yeah,
about
me
it.
too.
So, first of all, I think it would be harder for Helen and I to cheat. I don't, and maybe this is this is probably too much information, I guess, but we share all of our bank accounts are shared accounts. Like we don't have separate bank accounts. I don't
take Connor to program.
I don't know that I believe. Well, and also that's a very short amount of time. Like if I was gone
No,
that
you're
long,
staying at program until he finishes.
oh yeah, but she'd be like, "What the fuck for? Why?
Right.
That's 4 hours. The hell are you
Oh,
gonna do for
yeah.
4 hours? Yeah, he goes from 3 to 7,
That's wild.
and it's an EP. I'm not going to EP and staying there. It's just nothing to do. It's in the part of EP where there's nothing to do.
Besides that, Natalie hates going alone. So if she's asking me to go
I'm
alone,
done.
Yeah, Helen and I.
No. I'm gonna go by myself this time though. Don't you worry.
No,
girl.
it's always a thing of like I always assume I'm going alone because it's in the middle of the workday and like our work schedule is just our work.
no, I'm saying to pick him up.
Oh yeah, even especially to pick him up, but also like I have to pick him up by a set time. So where is he gonna be while I'm doing my dirt?
You leave early.
Yeah, if I'm leaving the house at 4 o'clock, so I gotta go get Connor at program. Helen's gonna know. She's gonna stab me in the eye.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
No, I don't think
I'm
Helen.
gonna go to BJ's. I'm gonna go to.
I don't think Helen would suspect I'm cheating because I do run errands. Like the other night, she had something to do. I went to BJ's looking for salt for the road.
Damn.
I went to BJ's.
You
I had
got
to.
some
So I went to
pistachios
I went to BJ's. They didn't have salt, and then I walked around BJ's looking for something for Valentine's Day for her. Got flowers. Then I got in the car and I sat in the car on like Walmart's website and everywhere else trying to figure out. Salt was sold out everywhere. That's probably the longest that I've been out of the house without Helen. And why did my simp ass after I went to BJ's? I went down the hill to Home Depot. I went to Ocean State Job Lot. I went to Job Lot and looked around Job Lot and they didn't have it. I got in the car. Yeah, they were so because we've had so much. Yeah. When has it snowed this much?
No,
this year. This year has been wild, and we're getting a nor'easter on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Like they're saying something like 10 to 12 inches of snow. So that's the longest I've been out of the house by myself. Like unless Helen was out somewhere doing something, and I felt weird. I go out on errands all the time. I'll go to the grocery store by myself if I need something. Like I'm not incapable. But I was like,
it just feels odd.
Well, and then I was like, I'm gonna go to Walmart and see if they have it. I came home and got parked in the driveway and waited till she was done with what she was doing. I sat in the driveway and called her. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to Walmart. Do you want to come? And she was like, let me know when you're outside. And I was like, I'm in the driveway.
Already outside.
I'm in the driveway. Even if it's just, right, because even if it's just to go to Walmart, like it's weird to if she's home and she's able to go, then like I couldn't cheat because what the fuck? Out of nowhere, I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm going out by myself for 3 hours. Even I think other people that know us would think it was like if I told you I was like, oh yeah, I just went out by myself for a few hours the other night. You'd probably look at me like, huh?
Hello? Doing what?
Huh?
With who?
Yeah, you'd have questions. Yeah, because I saw this bitch at Fish. Why does everybody cheat? Why does everybody cheat at Fishco? By the way, I've never been to Fishco, but apparently Fishco's a jump off.
Once, and it was very interesting.
Is it a restaurant or a bar?
Both a little bit. It's like a bar, and they serve food, but like the food is.
I've heard the food is good.
I've never had the food.
I'd like to go, but I don't want to go when it's like.
I've ever been to Fishco once.
So, and I don't think Helen could cheat because I'm very astute. I'm observant. I think I notice shit. Like, again, Helen's a homebody. Helen's not. I feel like Helen used to be a social butterfly. Helen was out there. Because we had a friend. Shout out to our friend. I won't say their name. I won't even give a gender. But we have a friend who told us this week that they were going out. And they went out alone. And I was like, I applaud you. I'm not capable of that also. I don't know. I feel weird about it.
I don't think I could go out like to the club by myself. I don't think I could ever do that. I don't think I could ever like.
But you could do it.
I can imagine it's easy. As a woman, I think it's easy.
I mean, you just have to be smart. That's all. You know.
You can find a group of girls and just,
That, or you could sit and then when they ask you, you just say that you're waiting for somebody. And you really have to trust your gut. And if it feels off, then just walk away. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even bother, like, trying to be like, oh, well, maybe, it's just, no. I'm not feeling you. Don't come talk to me. And then, I would switch around the room, like, and you get to know people, So it wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. And then it got to a point where I would go to the club by myself, but then there would be people there that I knew, or I was really meeting up with people. So it was kind of nice. So then I didn't have to just stay with one person or stay with like one group of friends and feel like I had to be with them the whole night.
Or rely on a set of plans or a ride. Like you could get there.
That I hated doing. Like I could go to the beach by myself, read a book.
That sounds lovely, actually.
Hang out.
I do that in the summer sometimes.
Yeah. What I couldn't do is go eat.
Sometimes it's good to just have some time.
Yeah.
Y'all feeling good? Hey, what's going triple platinum in your Apple Music right now?
This week it is
the new Drake.
I actually haven't heard it, to be honest with you.
I mean,
to be honest with you, man,
it's nice.
What do you mean you haven't heard
the artist
of our generation?
What are you doing, Jalen?
What song did I say last week?
You weren't on last week.
I wasn't on last week.
Oh.
That's true. Well, this week is Si No Es Contigo. with Kali Uchis and J. Cole.
Okay, Kali Uchis and J. Cole have a song. Is it
It's-
new?
It's a remix.
Okay.
I think the song was originally just hers.
I like
don't
Kali
know.
Uchis.
It's Chris MJ, Kali Uchis, and J. Cole.
I like Kali Uchis. All
I
right.
don't know if you've heard the song.
I've had a couple. Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 songs this week. I'm gonna put 2 songs on the playlist this week. I know I keep saying I'm gonna launch a playlist, y'all. I promise. It's just a lot of work.
It's coming.
Well, the thing is, I gotta build it in Apple and in Spotify because not everybody has Apple Music, and then I probably have to put a YouTube playlist together. So, like,
What do you use?
I use Apple.
Oh, okay.
I can make it in Spotify too. It's free. It's just a matter of like, it's once you build it. Right now we have a backlog. Once I build it, then it's just going in and adding 1 song a week or 2 or 3. I'm gonna give you 2. This was my bop over Christmas, but I'm gonna go back to it. It's Capaz by Ale Yorgaki. Ale y Yorgaki. Jalen and I did a TikTok to it. This is a little jam. All right, that's one. And then the other one is gonna be "Don't Smile" by Sabrina Carpenter. Full bop, like so good, and it's about breakups and like just talking about love gone wrong. And I like it because it's a twist on the saying. It's the saying is usually she says, "Don't smile because it happened, cry because it's over." And classically the saying has always been, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." So it's just that, right? Those are my 2 good jams this week. I like Jalen's though. I gotta go listen to that. So Kali Uchis and J. Cole. Okay, babe, you have a song this week, or do you have like a breakup song? Oh, you have one you've been bopping to. That's like a breakup type song.
I've been so bad, my real.
Delusional by Chris Brown.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh.
Delusional by Chris Brown. I know people feel mixed feelings about Chris Brown, but
Fuck y'all. That's my man.
Woo.
Stand by him.
He's gonna stand on you.
yeah, he might.
That's okay.
Did you really?
So Helen's been listening to Delusional by Chris Brown. That's a little jam. You breakup song. It's toxic. I love it.
I used to listen to like old Chris Brown.
That's a good album. 11:11 is a good album. It won Best R&B album at the Grammys a few weeks ago. Good album. All right, y'all. Any parting words for the people? Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Don't be a pussy.
Have an awesome week.
Don't cheat. Yeah, have an awesome week.
Don't cheat. Love your partner.
That's it. Catch us on. Oh, hold on. Helen's asking for the mic. This is serious.
Well, I mean, Jalen said, love your partner, love yourself.
Period.
Yes.
Cook.
3 snaps. How many letters in Devoured?
8.
Yeah, follow us on IG at Friends Like Mine Pod. That's Friends Like Mine POD. At Twitter/X. Y'all, we are fighting for our lives trying to get a Twitter following. Please come check us out. At FLM_pod POD. At FLM_POD. Hey, we have a YouTube channel now. So if you feel like if listening to our podcast is easier to do on YouTube, episodes get uploaded around the same time. Remember, we always drop every Monday, y'all. Please don't hesitate to check us out. If you want to give us feedback on the episode, you want to talk about anything you hear, if you have ideas for topics or things you want to hear us cover, you can email us at friendslikemindepod@gmail.com. Again, friendslikemindepod@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you all. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon, iHeart, Audible, all the places you get your content. Check us out. Tell a friend to tell a friend, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you're continuing to watch our episodes, listen to our episodes however you consume them, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Friends Like Mine. Bye.
Bye.
Adios, motherfuckers.
That's a good drink.
It's